All right. Hi, everyone. Back to All Viral Access Media. Please like and please share. Now, let me stop, man. All right. Matter of fact, I could introduce it. We'll just get into it. All right, but first, I want to first I have here, my homegirl again out there from London, from the UK, from Britain, from all the way across the waters. I got Mrs. Celani here. What's going on, Miss Celani?
Hello, how are you? I'm alright, thank you. How you doing?
Okay, how's everything over there?
It's raining, it's pouring, it's boring, but we just have to keep the momentum going. It's
Uh,
Christmas fever over here, so
is, is,
what matters?
is Christmas already over there? Yeah, I
No,
said it.
yeah,
Uh,
Christmas spirit is embedded in everybody's bones. Everyone's getting excited to spend some money, receive some presents.
yeah. I know I ain't receiving none shit. I'm at to be giving this motherfucking year. But anywho, but yeah. So we wanted to chop it up on mental health, and I wanted to talk about Blac Chyna and her new product, which is a skin cream, and that all ties into mental health as well. So, and we can add on whatever else that comes to mind during the conversation. So, let's piggyback to basically our last video. But it was pretty much lost, and that was by mistake too, man, from that live that we did. So, and that was a really good live. So, let's go over that, again. So, go ahead, it's on you.
Um, yeah, we were talking about Aarona Browning Lopez, weren't we?
Yeah.
50 cents 50 Cent's, I want to say stalker,
Mm-hmm.
fan, ex lover, because something happened.
Yeah, he
I'm
had to
not
beat
gonna,
that.
I'm not gonna,
He hit
something
that. He
happened.
hit that. He hit that. Definitely. But go ahead.
Something happened. You know, I feel for her because at the end of the day, she probably feels in her mind that she had this connection with him and she was discarded. Pretty much that's the kind of person that he is, you know. If I'm going to take it down an astrology kind of route, cancers can be like that. Once they get their feelings hurt or once they've kind of sopped up everything they need from somebody, they cut them off and they don't need you anymore. You're expendable. So I feel that she hasn't kind of got the memo and she still is attached to him in some kind of way. But I also feel like something happened to this woman. What the hell happened? I kind of want to know. Like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
And why are you now living on the streets chasing this man? Now, when we did the live, we said that she was in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chasing, and she said that she was impregnated with his baby. Well, update, she's gone to Las Vegas. And the last time I checked, she was in Las Vegas at this particular moment,
Mm-hmm.
but she will be going to Las Vegas to, she will be going to New York tomorrow. Mind you, it's winter,
Say
and
it.
I'm
Say
pretty
say it
sure you
again.
guys have
Say it
snow.
again. Say New York again.
She's New York.
Okay.
Does it sound weird? You're making fun of me.
New York. Nah, but go ahead. It sounds nice though. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so she's in New York now. New York. And you guys have some really terrible winters. I know I wouldn't want to be there winter time. And I can actually book a hotel and stay in a place of comfort. Whereas she's kind of living on other people's means and she doesn't have a permanent residence. It's really disturbing to watch.
And the more I see her, the more she's looking like a old foot, like a sweaty bum's big toe, like for real, like She's not washing. I don't know how she's getting money for hotels. She's going to hotels, and she's two-toned. Like, if you see her hand, it looked like she was boxing with fucking brown sugar or brownie cake mix or something, because her shit just looked real. It looked. She has a bum hand. Like, she got a bum's hand. And that shit just looked real crazy. You know what I mean? That's definitely mental health right there. She definitely don't have it all. And like I said before, I think she got somebody put a root on her. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody really put something on her, and that's not something normal. And she said in one of her videos that she always been above and beyond for people, and she always like overextended herself and put people first. And then now when she started to want to, you know, look at herself and do for self now, you know what I mean? Because really nobody ain't gonna love you but you, or how you want to be loved, or take care of you how you will take care of yourself. So she looked more to, you know, all right, I did enough for everybody now, let me help myself now. And people started getting mad. Like she said people were just real angry with me and stuff like that, because they thought I was just too all to myself. So I think by her revealing that, I think somebody probably did put something on her because of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it looked like.
I agree. I mean, she did say in some of her previous videos, before most of them were kind of taken down, but she mentioned one thing about her being sexually assaulted by one of her managers. And after she made that accusation, her career, you know, took a turn for the worst. She kind of went down a completely different path.
Oh, I ain't know that.
And yeah, she kind of explained that she was assaulted or what have you, by one of the managers. I can't remember his name, but if I do some digging, I'll definitely find out. There's always going to be somebody who's going to be like, well, actually, it was such and such. By all means, correct me. And like I said, around the time when she met 50, her mother had passed away. So she must have had some sort of, I don't know, revelation or an epiphany. She might have snapped around that particular time, and this is what's caused this
down spiral.
Yeah, like a downward spiral. Like I don't even know what to call it. It hurts me to watch it, but at the same time, I'm watching because I want to see if she's safe. I know that sounds so weird.
You know she's safe. She's posting up every 3 seconds of a pancake, a fucking juicy fruit, pack of gum she just brought in the receipt. So she's alive and kicking. Last time I seen her, I think she's on a fucking bus doing something. So it's like, you know, she's definitely keeping people astute or abreast to what the fuck she's doing. You know what I mean? And it's becoming annoying on my fucking I'm ready to unfollow her ass. I'm being honest. I'm tired of seeing her right now. She getting on my fucking nerves.
I'm worried about her. I know it sounds strange, but I am. Well, and I just find it strange that 50 hasn't said a word. Not a word about it. Like, come on, 50, that's your girl. She's pregnant with your baby.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You know what I mean? I don't know.
The cyber baby.
Yeah, like what you said. She got pregnant through the Bluetooth, some shit like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was funny.
Through the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yep. And she's still drinking coffee every single day. How's that work? Masses of caffeine. Okay.
That bitch crazy.
Sure.
She's crazy. So
I am worried about her though. I am, because she's a big woman, and I feel like though she keeps posting 24/7 about her life, trolls are attacking her, and there's going to come a time where she won't be able to have access to any funds or anything like that, and be able to post her things. She could get robbed. Something bad could happen to her. And I feel that now is the time when people within the industry that she worked with previously need to actually help her. Because it's all well and good me watching it on my phone and, you know, giggling and that, and, you know, at times being, you know,
let me ask you something. Now, so you said before that her family, she shunned her family out, like she kept the distance from her family.
Yeah.
So evidently she don't want to be helped. Evidently, but she want to be helped with everybody else's money. So are you trying to use the people, or you don't want to be around your family who's going to tell you what you should do as far as getting yourself together? So I don't know.
The thing is, the people that are watching her for entertainment. Mm-hmm. And then her family members, they try to get through to her. She shuns them. And we all have relatives like that we want to help them out. Not in this kind of particular instance, but it could be with whatever. Mm-hmm. And we want to help out. And they kind of, you know, reject our help. But out of the goodness of our heart, because we care about them, we just have to keep trying. You have to persevere. You have to push past the ego.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the people who are watching her and people who claim to support her, because there are people who actually support what the hell she's doing. That's fine. Help her. People that she used to work with. She still wants to create content. It's not like she doesn't want to create content and be this actress, this comedian, this astrologer, or whatever.
Yeah.
Put her in a position where she can do that, get paid, and be in an address where letters go to. Yeah. And not just
hotels
door to door. Yeah. You know. That's what I mean by help. Not giving her, you know, donations for her to continue moving into different areas. She needs an address. She needs a domain, a permanent place of residence. You know?
Why don't you reach out to her and tell her come stay with you in London?
I've tried, but I don't think she could afford staying in London, babes. No way. London's expensive. She can't do all that madness in England, and it's cold here. She would have dead.
She would have dead?
She would have dead long time ago.
A damn pack of chips out there costs $500.
No, it does not. Exaggerate.
That shit costs something out that motherfucker. 1,000 pounds. 50 pounds.
No.
Euros. I don't know, man, but shit.
We don't spend euros.
Huh?
Not in London. We don't spend euros. Please.
Oh, y'all don't spend euros. Y'all spend
sterling.
Pounds, right?
Pound sterling, darling. Pound sterling.
Well, excuse moi, goddammit. Okay. Alright, now the mental health thing, I want to segue to Blac Chyna, because this all ties into mental health too. So I looked on the site, and it was a hip hop site. I forgot the name of it, and it basically said that Blac Chyna has a new product for a skin lightening cream. So, and it costs $250 per bottle, right? Or per item. It comes with some little round shit. But anyway, now she said basically she's doing that because there's women of color with skin issues. You know what I'm saying? And no, I think she wanted to use that as a smokescreen to say women with a complex, inferiority complex, far as their complexion, their melanin, and it takes place a lot of places in Africa, a lot of places in Jamaica, a lot of places in America, everywhere that they feel like.
Let's not just say Jamaica.
Absolutely, and they feel like the lighter the better, and not only goes by because what they see on TV, by what they see on television, cartoons. I mean, and just society anyway. And I end with this: the psychological damage that they did. It's like it's on autopilot. They don't have to do anything now. It's the people's already controlled. And I say, just put a regular black person, regular white person together, and examine what God naturally gave them. Look at the beautiful hue that you're blessed with, and you want to tell me you want to mess that up? You know the I don't know if you've seen the movie The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy.
Yes.
It's a song. It say you got the glow. We got the glow. Put the two, and no disrespect, white people, whoever come across this video, it's real. Stand, ladies, whatever age you are, whatever age bracket you are, stand next to a regular black woman and do the comparison, and you will see what's better. Period.
I'm not gonna lie, we always get asked that question. I remember when I enrolled in my university that I'm in now, I was talking to my piano teacher, and he asked me a couple of questions, my level and all of that, as I was doing my examination. So he said how much experience I've had, and I said I've had blah 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 experience in music, 15 years. He goes, when did you leave school? At 5? He assumed I was 20. So I said, no, I'm 30. So he was like, what? What do you use? And I said, coconut oil. I use coconut oil. He was like, does it work for white people? And obviously he was joking with me. He's got that, he's a funny guy. He's got very funny humor. But we both copied onto the joke. He's American. He's a Jewish man. He's my piano lecturer. But it was just the mere fact that he was so honest about it and understanding that yes, black don't crack.
Yeah.
We don't age like bananas and milk. We age like fine wine. We just keep getting better with age.
And then the darker the better. The darker, the more you don't crack.
Exactly.
And that's
that melanin.
Yeah.
Well, you can't mess with it, It reminds me because didn't Azalea Banks, she had a bleaching cream that she was promoting as well. And there was another one that she was promoting which was really disgusting, like butthole bleaching creams and for the genitals and stuff. And it just made me laugh because she sounds like somebody who's incredibly intelligent, constantly speaking about black empowerment and how black people need to be acknowledged for this and that, how darker skinned women need to be, in the forefront when it comes to hip hop, all forms of music, every form of artistry and all of that. Yet you chemically changed and altered the complexion of your skin. What's up with that? That shit don't make sense.
Yeah.
You constantly speak about what black women need and how we should be portrayed in the media, but you don't even appreciate the skin that you're in yourself. Yep. So what is that saying to younger girls and people of the same age as you and people older than you? What's that saying to them? People the same hue as you. May not even be the same hue. I'm a black woman. What's that saying to me? Like, in the back of my mind, I should always have this inkling that, oh, you know what? I'm second best, but, I should still maybe fight for my rights, but also be reserved at the same time. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Confusing people.
She falls under that label of being mentally disturbed too. See, some people are, some of the ingenious people have some type of insanity too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how smart a person may seem, they all will have some type of insanity, and she definitely have some. And you know, we all are walking contradictions in some sort. Some people are just more drastic than others with their contradiction, but
Yeah.
I think she definitely needs help, and the more Blac Chyna promotes this stuff, it just helps the manipulation of not wanting to love your own self. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to embrace your own beauty. So I always just say this one thing: just put us next to them, with all due respect, because a lot of y'all people out there are very sensitive. So I'm trying to be very sensible as possible. So I will say it like this: put a black person next to a white person, examine the skin, examine the beauty of it. Not saying they don't have any, because everybody beautiful in their own right, but just look at it. See what looks more healthier. See what looks more. Just look at it, and you will tell the difference. So that's why the mind, if they have the control of your mind, everything else they have control of. So that's why they spend billions and billions of dollars on ads, on television, on everything. It's all for a reason, and they may lose a little bit of money at what they're doing, but their plans are working. Their agenda is still working. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it start with the people at home. It start with you, to tell your people black is beautiful. Period. Love your own skin.
You have to.
Period. You know what I mean? So
That's
how I say it.
as they're growing up. Tell little kids as they're growing up that you're beautiful, because they're going to step outside and listen to somebody else's opinion or watch whatever's on television, and they're not going to see people that look like them on TV as well. I mean, I live in a predominantly white country. I live in Britain. We rarely see black people portrayed on television if it's not gangsters and thugs and knife crime, because we don't carry guns in this country. So, you have to educate the youth before they step outside there and listen to the wrong thing and bring it back home.
Let me ask you something.
The one thing
Go ahead.
I found kind of
No, go ahead.
really sorry. The one thing I found really strange is that, and I had this conversation with my mum like a couple of days ago. You've got black girls bleaching their skin, black men also, because you see a lot of them in this country. I've seen loads. You've got yellow necks, pink cheeks, purple forehead. You know what I'm saying? They're looking like different colors. They are colored. I'm seeing different colors on one person. It doesn't make any sense.
That's crazy.
Black and yellow, black hands, yellow face. But then you've got white beauty influencers tanning their skin and making themselves look darker and kind of gaining likes and profit from this whole melanin craze because it's trending. So they're trending off of something that we have naturally, and we're giving it up because we've now thought that we are second nature to the rest of the world, like we are second best. We're trending right now, and you're bleaching. What's going on? So you've got white black girls and black white girls. The world's gone mad.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah. It's crazy. Somebody got to break that spell. That's why we got to create our own shit and stop expecting them to do everything, or they have the best stuff to do it. We could do this. If we had the same thing, we could do the same stuff they do, if not even better. We just need to have the all the resources and put in that time too. I think a lot of us want to have fun too much instead of doing the boring work. You know what I mean? The boring work, what makes a lot of this shit go around. You know what I'm saying? So, being a mathematician, coming up with ideas, being on the computer, all day. Being an architect, that takes a lot of time with drawing. It takes a lot away from partying, twerking, and shit like that. We gotta do the boring work so we can move up in a lot of this stuff. So, you know what I mean? We just gotta change a lot of our thought process. You know what I mean? Because our shit it's all about entertainment, football, sports, you know, the regular shit. But there is some that's educated, you know, that got some good shit going on. We need, you know, just more and more and more of that. You know what I'm saying?
We need to promote them. I mean, recently you guys had your midterms, and it was nice to see a different range of black women, people of color, who made it into Congress in some very powerful positions.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't celebrated enough. They were only celebrated for that one day.
Yeah.
You know? The first black woman to be elected in 106 years. I can't remember the lady's name.
Yeah.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Those women need to be celebrated, and that's a dark-skinned woman, you know, very beautiful woman as well, who pushed and she worked really hard. I think she's in her early 40s. And we need to celebrate more people like that. We put people like the Blac Chynas and this Azalea Chickenhead Banks on some sort of pedestal, and we constantly speak about them. Well, look at me, I'm talking about her right now, because she's always in the forefront on whatever social media platform for doing absolutely nothing for our community.
Yep.
All she does is make a fool out of herself, and she gets attention. It's embarrassing, you know what I mean? And then Blac Chyna as well. She's another one. Suffers from body dysmorphia. Her body, it scares me when I look at it.
That shit look crazy. She got the doofy booty. Yeah, she got the doofy booty. Yeah, she got.
It's horrible.
Yeah. I was gonna have her come back,
right in the bin.
Huh?
I said she needs to cut that bum in half and chuck it in the bin.
She need to just take that shit off and give it back to the doctor, and tell him to put it right back in the fucking deep freezer where he got it from, cause that shit look crazy, family. So I just don't get it. I don't fake ass. That shit don't. Ew. I like natural cheeks. I like it all natural, but anywho.
You'll be surprised how many people are walking around with fake ones like that. That trend is pushing itself over to the UK right now.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot. I've got a couple of friends who've modified themselves, because we notice it very quickly in the UK, because we don't have extreme bodies over here. Everybody's like, it's not extreme in the UK.
Right.
Exaggerated feet. I see those women like Blac Chyna and the Kardashians as caricatures.
As characters.
They look like characters.
Yeah.
Of black figures, because real African women, like my mum, my aunties, you know, my grandmother, they don't look like that. You know what I mean? So when I look at them, it looks like this cartoon version of what a Nubian woman is supposed to look like. Absolutely.
But like I said, it takes us, you know, as individuals to set it off. And you know, once we reach one person, that one person will reach somebody else. So it's each teach one, teach three. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. So, you know, that's that kind of lingo. So what else you would like to you know, segue into?
Just trying to think now. Still kind of just like.
Let me ask you. Out there in the UK, when they when they portray Americans, well, Black Americans, like, how do they do it? The same way how they portray Black Britishmen out there? Or better yet, here's a better question. What do they think of us over here? Like the people, period, as a whole.
Yeah, that's
us over there. Yeah, go ahead.
When we think of America in Britain, and I'm talking about the regular person over here, it's not good.
I'm pretty sure, but say it, goddammit. Shit, go.
Yeah. You guys come across as arrogant. I said come across, not are. I said come across as arrogant, entitled. You know, it's a bit like you don't know anything else other than just America. And I can't blame Americans because there's so many different states, there's so many places to go. Such a big, map. You can literally travel to America throughout America your whole entire life. And not touch anywhere else. And possibly meet many people from different countries in that same America. So you don't even have to touch anywhere else. You've got waterfalls. You've got national parks. You've got theme parks, So it's okay for you. However, the ideals and mannerisms and behaviors in other countries are very different. So when you guys exit America and go to Asia or Africa or the UK or the Caribbean, we can instantly tell that you are American because you're loud and proud. America. That's the first thing that we hear. Like, where are you from? America. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. How are you? You mispronounce streets. Improper spelling of words like color, advice, check. Just a few. I'm being panicked. I'm just taking a pic.
How y'all spell color out there? COLOUR?
Yes.
Yeah.
See,
See, I kind of thought that because of the pronunciation of it. Okay, well, shit, it's COLOR over here. That's right. Now let me stop. But yeah, I kind of figured that because a lot of other places outside of America thinks that we are programmed, like we not aware. And I hear that a lot, and I be like, I know they are programmed because I'm not in that circle, so I can just tell what other people outside looking in is like. Yo, these motherfuckers are walking robots. They are programmed and not able to really like see the shit that's hidden in plain sight. So yeah, a few people told me that shit before from other countries, and I'm like, trust me, you're right. So it's real. A lot of Americans is so indoctrinated. That's the word I wanted to use. We so indoctrinated, it's not even funny, and we don't see that we are dumbed down, like intoxicated with this indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? Like severely. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's real.
I hate to say it because I've got relatives over there, but when we visit, we can kind of see the difference, in the way you guys conduct yourselves and the way you are so patriotic about certain things, and it's like, well,
I think we need to have a distinction because the way you explaining it, I know that the patriarch, the matriarch, but it's more of the people. Yes, because my mouth is fucked up. So when I take my time, I'm being very thoughtful of my. I'm choosing my words carefully. So, but white America, absolutely.
Yeah. However, I will say this: the way they treat black people in the States, we are disgusted, and that is black and white people in Europe. We are absolutely disgusted. It's disturbing to watch. Especially some of my friends that are from Norway and Sweden, we constantly speak about it because black people in Sweden, it's a very comfortable lifestyle. You're gonna get some type of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Discrimination. Like in Britain, the racism is very subtle. It'll be more like you're at the post office and the lady who's, you know, the cashier, she might opt to serve someone before you who may have fairer skin, or serve the person behind you. However, I can just say, are you bloody joking? I was next, and go straight to the cashier, and no one's going to kick a fuss and pick up the phone and call the police. It's not going to happen over here. I have a voice. I can say something, you know. I've been stopped by the police before, and it was the first and last time that ever happened. I was 18 years old. He stopped, you know, I was sitting in the car with, you know, a boyfriend, and we were talking, and he, you know, said, can you get out of the car? We stepped out, and I told him, don't say anything. You know, we're parked right in front of my house. And I told him not to say a word. So he kept quiet. You could tell he was seething. Was real pissed off. So the police officer was giving us some spiel about, you know, we match a description. They're just worried about the neighborhood safety. There's been some burglaries in the area. So I just listened and I said, oh, okay. He continued talking and explaining, you know, this lie. And then after he'd finished, I was like, oh, because I live right there. You know, I've lived there for so years, and, you know, I'm really worried now. You know, kind of flipped it on him, and I said, you know, since you said that there was a burglary around it, I know my neighbours, so which one is it? Is it Bob up the street? Is it Stacy down the hill? Which one is it? You know, he couldn't give me an answer. So I said, oh, you know what? Since you've been so helpful and, you know, for our neighbourhood, can I have your badge number? I took all of his information and I reported him for chatting shit. We have a voice over here. You know. So when we see the way you're treated over there, being beaten, harassed, choked to death, Sandra Bland, you know, choked out for selling CDs, selling loose cigarettes, shot in the street for looking suspicious, that shit is insane. That shit is scary. We're afraid to visit. You know what I mean? You know, they might think my accent's fake and try and kill me. That's how afraid I am to enter the United States at this particular moment.
That's America for your ass, and that's not even a good thing. So that's why I say when you live in when you live in an environment, the abnormalities, the abnormal stuff become normal because you're prone to it. That's just what it is at that time. So the most baddest stuff can be the most ordinary shit to the next person. So this shit is ordinary, but it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So
it's too extreme. Your country is very young as well. This new America that you're living in right now, your country is like, what? Is it not 50 years old? That black people have been allowed to sit wherever they want to vote.
Good 50, 55, close to 60 years. And that's the thing that a lot of us starting to, well, not me, a lot of people don't grasp that, nigga. My mother is 67 years old. She was born in 1950, family. She's still here. She been through that whole time. When Emmett Till was murdered, she was 5 years old, family. You understand? So it's when Malcolm X died, she was fucking like 13, 14 probably like 15 years old at that time. All that stuff, like, come on, that's the civil rights. That's a little bit, like in the heat of the civil rights, the beginning. So it's like, nigga, it's only been 55 something years, and we think we just so free, and like I always say, we not far removed from what happened. You know what I'm saying? So.
But you are far removed. It's just that the most dangerous place for a black person to live is in the white perception. So
absolutely,
a white person, and most of the white people who are the governors and governesses of the United States of America are in their 50s and 60s and 70s. So they're still thinking of that old
good
America.
Old boys. That old good old
You're
boys.
In America now.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, you know what? We don't want to rearrange these things that we have going on within the system that we've set in place. However, people are beginning to cotton on, so we're going to have to. How do we do it in such a way that people don't realize that we've been swindling them this whole entire time, and we haven't updated our practices? Is that mine or yours?
That's mine.
Okay.
That's a crazy ass comment. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. You're living in a new America, but obviously the people who rule your country at this moment, I'm going to say rule. The people who are in power, who have the authority over your lives, your neighborhoods, your choices, are the same people that were fighting against your beliefs.
Right now, but let's not forget about Britain now. Let's not forget about the shit that they have done and what they still... It's... Damn, I don't want to say them people name, but... It's like... We can't forget they were a powerhouse for hundreds of years, and they did the most hideous things to countries all over the planet, and still reap the benefits from it as of today.
They still are doing it right now. You're forgetting I'm South African. I was born during the apartheid.
Yeah, they behind
I was born during the apartheid.
Say that again?
I was born during the apartheid. I'm half South African. My dad is Jamaican.
Right.
Yep.
So
the Indian people that you see running around in South Africa were part of slavery. They were brought into South Africa to be slaves.
Yeah. And then a lot of people don't understand that too. That they brung Indians from America, or natives from America. They brung some to Africa, the West Africa, South Africa. See, people don't try to pay attention to that, and a lot of the history of the natives really needs to be explained, because I remember before I was like, I'm still on my African Black Power shit. That shit ain't never ever gonna leave me. Period. That shit ain't never going away. And then I'm learning some months back that, you know, because my grandmother, I speak to my grandmother. I don't speak to her as much as I should, but we do speak a lot, and I'm just learning that we are part of the fucking Eastern Shore Cherokee Indians that was in Baltimore, that been there since before they came, since days of old. And all of them come from Maryland. My whole mother's side of the family is from Maryland. My grandmother never left. She had her own house for 50-something years. She ain't never leave that crib. And
so you are original Americans?
Yes, the originals. And then when I'm hearing about Jimi Hendrix too, that his mother was Cherokee too. Yeah. So that it kind of, and I knew that before. I just found out about the Jimi Hendrix thing. I just found out a few days ago, 3 days ago. So that made me think about a lot of stuff, because I know a lot of us been brought there as well. We've been everywhere. You know what I mean? We're the first people to migrate, to populate every, piece of grass all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So
I wouldn't say migrate. I'd say originate.
hey,
We didn't move anywhere. We were always there.
right. I like that too. Absolutely. Yeah, man.
It
So,
was mine first.
huh?
Find us. We were here first. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Our
Yeah.
footprint is everywhere.
Absolutely.
You know. There's one thing I will say though. I was speaking to my aunt, and she said the reason why white America always tells black people you are from Africa and not the originators, because most of the original settlers were, the Native Americans, but they were dark in complexion. They
Absolutely.
weren't all light skinned,
Absolutely.
dark skin, light skin, could have fever, rumple, stilt skin. They were, dark in complexion,
Mm-hmm.
very, you know, very melanated.
Right.
But they want you to be from Africa, away from America, slaves, and brought over, because they can now adopt that native heritage and say that they are natives.
Absolutely.
They have Navajo or Cherokee or whatever the other one is.
And that's exactly what they did. They the $5 Indians, the pretendians. Absolutely.
Yes.
So when I be seeing them, and I be just be looking at them, I be ready to say, son, you're not. No, you're not. Stop it. And
like that Sarah Huckabee. Is she for real? Is that really, really?
who?
Really? Trump's bestie, that lady. Sarah, whatchamacallit?
Oh,
The one who's 35 and she looks like she's in her 40s.
yeah, she's 35. She looked like she's 71. She's supposed to be Indian?
Yeah. Doesn't he call her My Little Pocahontas?
A pretendian. That's exactly what she is. And they terrible. And sometimes it's not even sad. It's almost psychotic, to the point where they don't even they don't think it's abnormal to think that they are the originals, but everything that you think of, that you claim to be yours, you stole and you copied. I'm not going to say they did not evolve to do a lot of great, smart things, but the foundation,
like what?
and it meaning what I say when I say by that, I'm being modest. To be honest, I'm being a little modest, but
Giving them some leeway.
just a little bit, just a tiny bit, because I used to be worse than this. Like in 2009 when I was on YouTube, I was horrible. Well, I was good, very blunt, and everything. So I've been good these past few years. After getting my ass whipped on fucking YouTube and my channel's being flagged, I got my ass whipped. So I'm learning. But at the end of the day, it's almost psychotic to just think like you didn't steal anything from anybody. Like, what's here? Like, y'all created all this. Like, they take all the credit for everything as if they are the originals. And every time when you lift the mirror up, they neck get red. Like, look, here's you. Like, you always you got a big mirror on everybody else. Like, this is them to everybody on the planet. Look at you, look. But now when we do this, they can't take it. They don't like looking at themselves in the mirror. That's why they be all secluded within themselves. Because they know when they come outside, people have their own thoughts. That's why they try to keep us living in their perception. You can't make everybody think how you think. They want everybody to think according to their perception. And when they see that we it's people like us don't think that way. And here's the truth. They don't want that because they know they hands, all of their hands is bloody, and their history is tarnished history. Ain't nothing good about
It's
it.
toxic.
Yes.
It's not even history, it's stories. They're all stories. They're all lies.
Made up. All made up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is exactly the reason why you've got these young girls nowadays tanning up their skin, doing braid outs on their hair, trying to look a little bit more ethnic and appealing. When I was young, my friend used to say to me that when she has a tan when she goes abroad, her skin looks healthy. I said, that's really funny because in the 1800s, they used to powder up their face with lead makeup to make their skin look pale. And apparently, if your skin was darker, you looked dirty. And they told the Indians that they looked dirty, procreated with the Pakistanians and made them more fair-skinned and segregated them after the Second World War, should I say, to make sure that they had that division. But now, all of a sudden, having a tan is healthy. Having darker skin is appealing.
Over something.
But mine is natural, so that's not appealing. Right. But your artificial skin, which is tanned, healthy. Oh, okay. All right then. Duly noted.
And then there was a video about the ultraviolet light. Like they had a camera that basically shows you, that ultraviolet lens is basically how the sun sees you, how the sun actually sees you. So they put on sunblock. They put sunblock on the white people, and they got the camera and shot them in the ultraviolet lens, and it was black. And they was black. Yeah. And they understand it.
Exactly.
So, all of y'all that's walking around with sunscreen, when the sun looks at you, you looking just like the same people you despising, because what they have naturally you got on your face, but in white form. So, it's like, again, it's psychotic the way their mind operate. It really is.
Everything. I think personally it's body dysmorphia as well. It all falls under the same thing. Just, to hate one's body, you have to kind of deflect and make someone else hate themselves,
Absolutely.
Because you're basically copying everything that I am because you despise yourself, but trying to make me think that I'm worthless. Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to mimic me, I'm the shit.
That's right. Absolutely.
Like, hold on. I'm the shit. I'm pretty cool.
Absolutely. And they know that. They know that. When they see us, they know we look better than them. Period. Especially the women.
I think it's more than just looking better. I think it's more than just looking better. Mm-hmm. It has everything to do with our culture.
Yeah, everything.
And I mean all black culture. Our food, our hair, the way we dress, our slang. You know what I mean? It falls under everything.
Everything, absolutely.
And when I'm talking about black culture, I mean everything. I mean Caribbean culture, the way me I go talk. When I mean African culture, the way I cook my food, the way I speak to my paddy them. you can't mimic it. You can imitate as much as you like, but you can never ever recreate that flow. No matter how many times you buy Fenty makeup and fix up yourself, how many weaves and wigs you slap on your head, how many times you draw over your natural lip line and try to create big lips, the same big lips that used to insult me when I was younger, the same big nyash that I carry, and I was called an African booty snatcher. All of these things. You can imitate it, but it's never ever going to be duplicated. You can't do it. And you can't done and you can't finish.
That's right.
Ain't gonna happen.
That's right.
You know? Everything to do with the culture. Hip hop in general, our culture is fucking lit. Hip hop culture is the most popular culture globally.
Absolutely.
Hip hop alone. Hip hop culture that they shunned because it was independent. They thought it wasn't going to catch on, and look at it. Multi-billion empire. They shunned hip-hop in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Insulted rappers. And look at them. Not only are they making money in hip-hop, they've branched off into other things. Nas is in IT. Chameleon Air moved from being a hip-hop artist and went into IT as well. They kind of developed different things outside of music, but used hip-hop as their
I want to get into IT my damn self, to be honest, man. I got to find
You are in IT right now. This is IT.
Yeah, I'm talking about investing and being brought out for 4 million, 40 million, 50 million. I wanna do that. I gotta, I've been thinking about that for a while. So I just gotta be around the right people, or yeah. I definitely want to get into that shit. Invest in within a few years, the shares that you hold and the money that you possess, and when they buy out the company, you could get a nice, you could settle for a nice lump sum and shit like that. I want to do some shit like that. You know what I mean? Shit. But anywho, I'll be looking into that. I want to look into that. Real talk.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because we're in the IT generation right now.
Yeah. So it's gonna be some more. It's gonna be some more groundbreaking shit that's gonna come after all this. So just gotta find out what it is.
Yeah, that new niche.
Yeah.
What's the next big thing?
Absolutely.
In 2005, we didn't know YouTube was going to kick off like this, did we?
Hell no.
Right?
Hell no. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's here, goddammit. Yep. So this was a good discussion, man, and we definitely gonna have some more. And what else you would want to leave with the people?
Just talk to people. It helps to kind of reprogram, reset your mind. In our day-to-day lives, negativity always filters either through the TV, through your phone, through the radio. I don't know if you listen to the radio anymore, but any form of output that you're inputting into yourself, make sure it's positive. Top up your mental health. Speak to somebody who is conscious. Don't speak to sheep. Speak to leaders. The more leaders that you hang around with, you're going to be the next leader. You hang around another sheep, you're going to be the one following behind those people.
That's right.
So just constantly top up your mental health. Make sure that you're sane, so that you can help others around you as well. Help your kingdom, Don't just be all for self, be all for we. We got to help each other.
Absolutely.
Got to keep our community strong.
That's what's up. And she said, I'm not going to follow up with that. So that was good right there. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I'm going to upload this on my serious channel, my other channel. And that's where people want to hear all the serious stuff. You know what I mean? Not too much hip hop and all that. So I'm going to give y'all, like I told y'all, I'm going to give y'all the old Mike Larry too. So don't worry about it. I got you, family. So with that being said, I appreciate you, love. Thank you for, tuning in and giving us some of your words and wisdom and things from your perspective and everything. So that's pretty dope. So we're definitely gonna have some more. So with that being said, Celani, I appreciate you, love.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Until next time, and everybody, this is AVG News. Thank y'all for tuning in, and more next time. Peace, motherfucker.